The vast landscapes of North America are rich in hidden histories, and among the most captivating are the ancient trade routes that Native American tribes once traveled. Long before European settlers arrived, these trails connected distant communities, facilitating not only trade, but also a flourishing exchange of ideas, cultures, and technologies. From the dense forests of the Northeast to the arid deserts of the Southwest, Native Americans carved out intricate networks of trails that helped lay the foundation for modern America. The origins of Native American trade routes. These trade routes developed over centuries, evolving organically as tribes sought to exchange essential resources, such as food, tools, and raw materials. However, trade in Native American culture went far beyond mere commerce. It was a means of establishing alliances, promoting peace, and sharing knowledge. Each trade route was much more than a path for goods. It was a living artery of cultural exchange, social connection, and mutual respect. One well-known example of this vast network is the Great Plains trade system. Stretching from the Rocky Mountains to the Mississippi River, these routes enabled tribes such as the Mandan, Lakota, and Crow to exchange buffalo hides, pottery, and arrowheads. Over time, these interactions helped tribes diversify their economies, improve their craftsmanship, and develop specialized products unique to each region. The goods that traveled far and wide. While today we might think of trade in terms of monetary gain, for Native American tribes, trade was about acquiring goods essential for survival and the preservation of tradition. For example, tribes in the Southwest, like the Pueblo, traded turquoise, which was highly prized by tribes in the Plains and Midwest. This beautiful stone wasn't just a decorative item. It held spiritual significance, symbolizing protection, wisdom, and healing. By the time turquoise reached the Midwest, it had traveled hundreds of miles, exchanged through countless hands and hearts. Another unique commodity was obsidian, a black volcanic glass used to create sharp tools and weaponry. Although obsidian deposits were primarily found in the Pacific Northwest, pieces have been discovered in archaeological sites as far east as Ohio, illustrating the vast reach of these trade networks. Obsidian's movement demonstrates the dedication and endurance of Native Americans who traveled thousands of miles through challenging terrains to secure these precious resources. The trails that cross continents. Among the many routes, two stand out for their historical significance: the Hopewell Interaction Sphere and the Turquoise Trail. The Hopewell Interaction Sphere, spanning from the Great Lakes to the Gulf Coast, was a network used primarily by the Hopewell culture from 200 BCE to 500 CE. The Hopewell were renowned for their intricate burial mounds and earthworks, but they were also prolific traders. Items like copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf Coast, and mica from the Appalachian Mountains have all been found in Hopewell burial sites, showcasing the impressive distances covered by these ancient traders. The Turquoise Trail, on the other hand, was a primary route used by southwestern tribes like the Navajo and Apache to trade turquoise with tribes from Mexico. This path exemplifies the connection between North and Central America, revealing how trade allowed for the sharing of not only goods but also cultural practices, stories, and beliefs. Real-life example: the Chilkoot Trail and the Tlingit people. One powerful example of a trade route with lasting historical significance is the Chilkoot Trail, originally developed by the Tlingit people. This route, which stretches through Alaska and into Canada, was used by the Tlingit to connect with tribes in the Yukon. It was a treacherous path, winding through dense forests, freezing rivers, and towering mountains. But it allowed for the exchange of goods such as furs, copper, and shells. When the gold rush began in the late 19th century, the Chilkoot Trail became a primary route for prospectors. Yet, without the Tlingit people's guidance and knowledge of the land, these gold seekers would have found the journey nearly impossible. The Tlingit people's trade expertise, combined with their resilience and adaptability, provided a crucial link that fueled one of North America's largest gold rushes. The legacy of Native American trade routes. The impact of these trade routes can still be felt today, as many modern highways and interstates follow these ancient paths. For example, Route 66, known as the Main Street of America, parallels sections of old Native American trails used by tribes to traverse the Southwest. The very design of America's infrastructure owes much to these pathways, reminding us that Native American ingenuity laid down the backbone of cross-continental travel long before the modern era. Moreover, the legacy of these trade routes is evident in the diverse cultural practices, art, and spiritual beliefs that persist across different regions of America. Native American pottery, beadwork, and weaving styles vary widely, yet they share common techniques and motifs passed down through centuries of cultural exchange along these trade routes. This fusion of styles is a testament to the connections that trade facilitated and the long-lasting bonds it created. Learning from history. Reflecting on the history of Native American trade routes, it's clear that these pathways were not just lines on a map. They were conduits of trust, cooperation, and resilience. At a time when we are increasingly aware of our interconnected world, there is much to learn from the way Native American tribes nurtured relationships and fostered community through trade. Their networks remind us of the power of collaboration, respect for the environment, and the importance of shared wisdom. As we travel the highways and byways of modern America, it's worth remembering that we are often following in the footsteps of the first American traders. These ancient trails are more than historical relics. They are symbols of a legacy that continues to shape the land and inspire a deeper connection to it.